Gotta catch NFTs? Pokemon company is hiring a Web3 expert. The company behind the massively popular Nintendo video game franchise could be exploring Web3 moves based on a new job listing. This is this isn't looking good for us boys. We just uh, we just got Scarlet and Violet, and they've announced Pokemon Sleep recently. I don't know how the fuck that's going to go, but apparently now they're going to be dipping their toes into the NFT genre. So you can see here, they've decided to use art from the new Diamond and Pearl remakes. It's a good gen, I gotta say. But Pokemon on the blockchain? We've seen other developers trying to bring the video game franchise's monster battling concept to life in Web3 with some serious misfires along the way. As luck would have it, I actually have one of those over here. I'll remember if any of you remember this guy. Fucking crashed. Jesus fucking Christ. Both of them. This is beautiful. Do I got anything else open? Yeah, right there. That seems to have helped. I hope. But yeah, I got one of those examples right here. If y'all remember Logan Paul's little foray into the fucking crypto business. The guy who exposed him, CoffeeZilla, I think, was on the JRE podcast about it. I don't really watch him too much since he made the jump over to Spotify. Not because I don't have Spotify. See? Steven CoffeeZilla Finderson. Jesus Christ, that's a good name if you're a fucking sleuth. Crypto Zoo. What the hell is Crypto Zoo? Well, what the fuck is Pokemon NFT Zoo? That's what we're gonna be looking at right now. Specifically, the firm is looking for someone with deep knowledge and understanding of Web3, including blockchain technologies and NFT and or metaverse. Now, if they were looking to somehow merge this with the fucking Meta team, the Facebook giant, whatever, I don't know how the fuck that would work. But Pokemon in VR is something that would interest me, but like I said, I own Pokemon fucking Violet. It was a mistake. You can't sit down in that game. All the fucking customization is gone. It's complete bullshit. Worst thing they could have done. And it's like if you want to go from that to something that would require even more detail to continue to maintain relevancy when you can't even maintain your own Pokédex anymore. As you remember the 2018-2019 controversy there, where they said that they're only going to have some Pokemon because they didn't have time to retool all the models. But then you look back and they've been using the same models over and over again for years, so really there's really no reason to have these limitations placed on them. And it's not like the Pokemon game file size is that much bigger than Zelda's. In fact, I think it's even smaller, considerably smaller than Breath of the Wilds, which I've also been playing at this time. But I want someone who's already immersed in the space, asking for applicants that are deeply connected to a network of investors and entrepreneurs in the technology sectors above Web3 and Metaverse. Now, that gives me mixed feelings about this. that gives me mixed feelings, because on one hand, you see, they're saying that like we want someone who's not gonna just like hit and run like the fucking guy Logan Paul had to run CryptoZoo. But I mean, when you look at the whole Silicon Valley Bank fiasco, we realize that not a lot of these people know what the fuck they're doing. Of course, so that was just banking investments, but I mean, a lot of them probably have had their money inside of these schemes, these NFTs that have been hyper. It's a buy-in market. It's not a buy-out market. So when there was a lot of faith in it, everything was so expensive. But now that there isn't faith in this shit, it's all cheap as shit right now. Like Logan Paul bought one for over 100,000, 200, 300,000, and it's now worth fucking $10. I can see Nintendo foolishly following in their footsteps. I mean, you want to buy a fucking 20-year-old game from Nintendo that like they don't even fucking remaster or nothing, and they still want $50, $60 for it. I'm looking at fucking Pokemon Arceus from 2019. Goddamn near 4 years it's been out, and they still want $60 for that. And it's like, how am I paying more money for all this underpowered, underperforming bullshit? And that's just me. Pokemon gotta catch 'em all. Monster collecting premise could be an ideal fit for NFT based games or even collectible digital assets. What the fuck is an NFT based game? I mean, it's not looking good. Actually, what the fuck is that? It's like, you're looking for collectors, you're not looking for gamers in that. It reminds me a lot of the comic book industry and how that one fell down. Your core market is fucking children. It's like, if I play it, that's great, whatever, it's another $50, but like, I'm not seeing a lot of like 9-year-olds convincing their moms to like buy them $200 Pikachu NFTs. Like the fucking Bored Ape Yacht Club. No, they're not even gonna be interesting. It's just gonna be like Pikachu with some fucking thick rimmed glasses and shit going for 8K. And that's your collectible digital assets. And it's another thing with the CryptoZoo thing is the guy, he didn't even have a fucking wallet for you to take it off site. If you can't take this shit off site, what's the fucking point? And we all know that Nintendo developers, they're not gonna be so fucking willing to allow you to be able to do that shit when it comes to their properties. Pixelmon, the most famous example, sold $70 million worth of NFTs early last year before revealing artwork that was widely mocked. Even its founder admitted that the art reveal was a horrible mistake. It's not just the art reveal. I mean, come on. Like, let's look up at these Pokemon from earlier. Like, they look good, but they don't look $200 good, you know? Like, they're good enough for me to buy the game. They're good enough to buy a $3 pack of fucking cards. At least with the cards market, it's something you have in your hand. And even then, most of them aren't even fucking worth shit. So is that what they're trying to aim at? Because they could just fucking make Pokemon cards but virtual. I mean, they already fucking do that shit. Just make it more of like a Hearthstone-esque thing. I mean, I don't know. It seems like the Pokemon company in recent years has been putting more and more fucking resources into everything but the Pokemon game and anime, which is the only fucking reasons that people like me give a shit about the fucking series. I mean, when you look back at it, what the fuck do you remember? What the fuck do you remember from Pokemon? Do you remember the fucking cards you left in your pocket that went to the dry cleaners? Or do you remember that one fucking movie where Ash almost died? Or when the fucking alien dude came out that fucking Deoxys? And like the whole city had like those like airport moving fucking moving floors and shit. In February 2022, Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa said that the gaming giant sees great potential in the idea of the metaverse, a more immersive and interactive version of the internet used for gaming, social interactions, work, and more. If you are a 9-year-old, why the fuck does this thing need to have any integration with work? I mean, what kind of work in general is gonna be like log into your fucking Pokemon app because we need to go through scheduling? I don't see that being a fucking thing. Everyone right now is trying to be that fucking Chinese WeChat bullshit that runs their entire fucking country. Nintendo is in... However, he added that Nintendo is in no rush to create games for the metaverse. Like I said, they want to do everything but create the fucking games. Meanwhile, Niantic, the developer of the Smash mobile game Pokemon Go, is leaning into what it calls a real-world metaverse of games based on augmented reality. Niantic has also created a platform that other companies can use for NFT-driven experiences, such as the music metaverse game Elixir from Pixelnix, a studio co-founded by electronic musician Deadmau5. What the fuck is an NFT-driven music metaverse game? Currently, I would like to remind everyone that the most popular music out there is rap music, which is notorious for sampling, which is taking someone else's shit and then slightly changing it or just looping part of the chorus or whatever to use it as your chorus. Meanwhile, you add in a beat or some hi-hats or some fucking bullshit like that, send it out. I mean, I can understand why they're having Deadmau5 out here. I haven't heard that guy's name since 2013. Seemed everyone moved on to Marshmello, including Disney. Now I don't know who the big mouse DJ guy is, the fucking mask having ass DJ. Just seems like a bad idea for them to go all in on. Besides, how long have they been trying to establish the metaverse for? Because I haven't heard anyone fucking talk about it outside of their commercials, and even now they don't even run those anymore. But when I say that they've also worked to create a platform that other companies can use for NFT-driven experiences, it kind of reminds me of all of the coins that jumped onto Ethereum. The fuck was that? It reminds me of all the coins that jumped onto the Ethereum bandwagon back when it wasn't proof of stake, but rather proof of purchase, whatever. I don't really know too much about crypto. I tried to be in the crypto market. I lost $200, and then a year later I tried to get back in and I lost $50. After that, it's just like, all right, fuck you. Because it's not even like all of that shit. It's not like I'm making bad decisions or nothing. Because I'm buying low, I'm selling high, and then like randomly it'll be worth like 80 cents for every dollar I put in, and I'm like, what the fuck? A lot of people, they I don't know. I think maybe I'm part of the problem, because I'm not going to Walmart and being like, here, let me pay for this in my fucking Bitcoin. I've just been using it as like a means of I'm using it like the stock market. If anything, I should just fucking do that, you know? Like, if I just put all my money in Lockheed and Martin, they're not gonna fucking be like, you know what, guys, we're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop making bombs and shit. We're gonna stop killing a bunch of fucking people for no fucking reason. Yeah, but anyways, it reminds me of Scale. That's one of them. They were also developing like blockchain technology and that for various video games. It makes me think that not only is Nintendo getting in on this a year or two later than they should have, but they're also getting into it after all the fucking money has dried out. You know, I just don't see this being a thing. Yeah, we tried with the NFTs, but then it's like people fucked it up. If it was actual art, then yeah, alright, maybe it could be worth something, but then they're like, hey, here's one of 1,000 of this one PNG that I've drawn, and then copy and paste it, but this time it has like one glasses where like one is on the forehead and then like the other's on the cheek. And then like the next one that I'm gonna be selling also for $80 is gonna be one where the glasses are just like on his shirt. But like one of them is like sunglasses and the other one is prescription. I mean, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I know they want to make it happen. They want this to be something people are gonna care about, but just like Pokemon Sleep, I think this is the dumbest fucking thing I ever fucking read. I don't know what kind of fucking game company thinks that this shit is a good idea. Because at some point you gotta look at like where things are moving, and they're not moving towards this. Yeah, but hey, that's just me, man. Comment down below what you think about this, because right now I've said my piece. Alright. See you later.